We've talked a bit about how to create healthy habits. What about if you've got bad habits and you want to break them and uncouple them from your life? Actually, the principles are quite similar to when you're building good habits. We still want to look at those three pillars of how easy is it to engage in the habit, how motivated are you to do the habit, and how many prompts do you get. The only difference is that we want to reverse it, that we actually want to make it harder to engage in the habit. We want to reduce the number of prompts that we have, and we want to reduce our motivation. I'll give you an example of that for me, that one of my bad habits has been to check work emails first thing when I wake up. That's something that I don't want to engage in. It means that I end up feeling quite anxious first thing in the morning, and it's quite hard for me to break out of that feeling. Whereas if I start the day with more edifying habits, for example, doing some yoga, going for a walk, doing some journaling, I end up feeling much more centered and calm throughout the day. So what I looked at doing is how can I actually make it harder and have fewer prompts to do this activity? And that's basically why I built Focus Bear originally, that it would interrupt that bad habit, that it takes over my computer and my phone and actually stops me from checking work email until I have gone through the other activities in my morning routine. Only once I've done yoga and gone for a walk and done some journaling can I actually unlock my emails. That really helped. And then the other pillar is motivation, thinking about what kind of a person do I want to be? I don't feel motivated to be the kind of person who wakes up first thing and checks emails. That to me is someone who's a workaholic. And even though I probably have been like that in the past, I don't want to be like that anymore. So the motivation for me is quite strong to change that. Instead, I want to be the type of person who does wake up and go for a walk and set myself up well for the day. So those three changes in terms of just changing the way that I think about it, getting out of the hustle culture mode so that I am more motivated to do it in a different way, removing the prompts and making it harder for me to engage in the habit. Have a think about a habit that you have that might not be so great for you, and think about how can you make it harder to do, how can you make the prompts less frequent, and how can you reduce your motivation.